Hey guys, and welcome to another updated tour of a Geeks desk. This is going to be the last tour on this particular desk because I've got a new desk. It's been purchased and it's upstairs waiting until it can be put together, really. Basically, my drum kit, you can just about see it over there, is going to go up in the attic, which is currently being converted. And once my drum kit goes up, there'll be room in that corner over there for a corner desk, which is fantastic. So this is the last tour of a Geeks desk on this very desk that served me very well. I've recorded a lot of videos here, and actually, you know, I don't know how you can get attached to a piece of wood, but it's been good to me. So I'm going to record this video with my iPhone 3GS, and we'll see how it turns out. So without further ado, let's get on with the tour. Okay guys, so starting to the right of my desk, it's the same as usual. We got the Dalek, fish food, lava lamp, fish, Larry. There he is. He's a very cool dude. Okay, so before we move on to my main setup, I'm going to go through the shelves back here. Over there you can see my Sony headphones. I can't remember the model number right now, but they're nice headphones. If you're interested in a pair of like DJ styled headphones, you know, these big ones, but not the massive ones that cover your ears, just these ones here that are very loud, very good sound quality. You can pick these up for about 35 or 40 quid, I believe, on eBay. There's my CDs and DVDs. You can see random paper clips and pins. I don't have a clue what's going on there. They're my iPhone headphones, I believe. I think they're my iPhone ones. Yep, that's my iPhone headset. My iPod ones are should be somewhere around here as well, but they're not. Here's the top for my tripod. My mini DVI to VGA adapter for my MacBook. The lid to my Bluetooth stick that's in the back of the Power Mac. The lid to one of my pen drives. The stand to my 250 gig external hard drive, and a load of Philips AAA batteries. There's a big £10 note there. Over here we just have some stationery, sellotape, Tipp-Ex. Here are some blank CD cases. Up here I have a few random things. I have... The only things worth mentioning, I think, are those PS2 adapters to make the PS2 keyboard and mice work. No, USB keyboard and mice plug into PS2 ports on your PC motherboard. They're pretty cool. That's in the iPod Shuffle box, in case you're wondering. Then we have various pieces of software for PC and things like that. Up top here, I believe we have Ubuntu, Server Edition, and normal Jaunty Jackalope, whatever it is. Final Cut Express, Snow Leopard. We also have Adobe CS3 in there. It's a copy. My MacBook Restore CDs, all that good stuff. There's a Sharpie, a pen to write on CDs, and we also have Microsoft Office 2003 with there somewhere. Mac OS X Panther, and a load of random stuff up there. So they're the shelves. Behind the fish tank there's nothing. Behind there's the box for my laser pod, the box for my iPhone universal dock. What's that the box for? Apple in-ear headphones, stuff like that. Okay, so now let's get on to the good stuff. Here we have my Technica PC mouse. It's a normal USB laser mouse. It's alright, it's pretty good. You know, nothing special at all, but it does the job. My Mighty Mouse crapped out on me. Here's my wireless Mighty Mouse. This thing cost me 50 quid. My god, and without batteries it's so light, and can't believe I paid 50 quid for this piece of plastic that just broke straight away. Well, not straight away, I used it for about 6 months, I guess, but I don't know. I might get the Magic Mouse, but to be honest, I'm kind of happy just using this. It doesn't bother me at all, really. Yeah, it's nice. Here's the Apple keyboard. Now, this keyboard is brilliant. I love it. It's really good. I can't get over it. It's so thin, and the USB ports are really handy. Apple Universal Dock. My iPhone is docked in here when I'm not using it, but I'm recording this video with it, so that's why it's not in the dock. There's my right creative speaker, my center channel creative speaker, and my left creative speaker. And then my rear channels are behind there. You can just about see them. They're not actually plugged into the setup. They're plugged into my gaming setup, not my Mac setup, because I don't need rear speakers. And I'm only going through one 3.5mm headphone jack anyway, so I can't get the full surround sound. Here is my controller for my creative speakers. There's subwoofer volume, speaker volume, and headphone jack on there. Under here we've also got post-it notes, some pen drives. We got some SD cards here. This is an 8GB SDHC high capacity memory card. It's pretty nice. There's a 1GB MMC under there as well. Here's a Apple remote for some front row. Gotta love a bit of front row. The new Apple remotes are nice, but this one matches my Mac a lot more. So yeah, there's front row. We've also got, it's all sitting on a Griffin elevator stand, by the way. This is the elevator stand by Griffin. Can't complain, it's a very good stand, very sturdy. MacBook does wobble on there a bit, but it's not going anywhere. It's definitely not going to fall off or anything daft like that. So let's talk about my MacBook then. This is the same old MacBook that you've seen in every video, and I've had a couple of questions about these black bits up here. Okay, now let me give you a little bit of advice, you white MacBook owners. This plastic down here is very, it's not very strong, and every time you close your lid, the only thing stopping your screen touching your base of your computer are these really hard plastic notches. And what happens is, these eventually dig into the plastic on the MacBook and create big gaps where the plastic cuts off, and then that's a little hole into the inside of your MacBook, which you don't want. Search on Google, search for MacBook case crack, and you'll see what I mean. So mine started to crack, so I was like, whoa. So my dad stuck these on the corners, so now when it closes, it rests on these foam things rather than these plastic things, which is very good. So this is a 2.16 GHz 2007 MacBook with a 120GB hard drive, 1GB of RAM, a 13.3-inch screen with a SuperDrive airport card and Bluetooth. That's about it. Upgrade plans, I'm going to upgrade to 2GB of RAM very soon, I promise, and a 320GB hard drive pretty soon, within this January or February. So ports coming out the side of the MacBook then, we have headphone jack for my creative speakers. This is to my USB hub, this is to my iPhone dock, Firewire 400 to my external hard drive, Ethernet to my router, and MagSafe. Alright, I've got to speed this up, otherwise I don't want this to go into two parts. Here's my iPod Shuffle in its dock. Here's the S stand for my iPhone, it just sits in there quite comfortably. Card reader, it's plugged into my keyboard on USB there. Creative speaker. Behind here you can see my USB hub, there it is, all tangled up with a load of cables. Here's a lamp that I use to get extra light. The controller for it is like down there, so I on and off with the light. There you go. 750GB Firewire 800 external hard drive. I'm using Firewire 400 through the adapter cable. Still very nice, very quick, very cool. Little tripod that I can sit the camera on and it points at me when I'm doing videos. I might start doing that one day. Here's a USB light. That used to be a USB light and USB fan, but the fan broke, so I just used the light. Very nice. Here's another one of those PC laser mice, just nothing special. It's actually a mini thing, so it's very small. Apple Pro keyboard, very snazzy. Apple Pro speakers, even snazzier. These speakers sound great, very nice. Dell 15-inch TFT display. I've got plans to move this upstairs to use with my recording stuff, so I'm going to use my another monitor that I might have lying around for this setup, but more about that when I do my next tour of the Geeks desk. Here's my lamp, very nice desk lamp. As you can see, it makes a huge difference. I wouldn't be without it. Back there you can see my laser pod. I unboxed that for you guys, and it's shining lasers all the way up the Power Mac, up the wall, and onto my bed there. Here's my Power Mac G4 MDD. It's a slave, it pretty much handles everything. It's also like a little bit of a file server and stuff like that. 120GB hard drive, 140, 180. Hopefully going to take both of them out and shove a 500GB in there with the SATA controller, hopefully. It's got 2GB of RAM. It's a dual 1GHz G4 processor, so it's a very speedy machine for its time. It's got a SuperDrive, USB 2.0, Bluetooth, airport. It's very nice. On the top here then, we have a wireless mouse that is connected to the Power Mac G4. so I can use it through teleport to connect to the MacBook also. So I just pull that out when I'm feeling lazy. Screen cleaner, PG Monkey, 250 gig external hard drive that's plugged into the MacBook. I used to use it for my backups, but now I use a 750 gig one. Here's the router for my entire house. It's one of the standard Netgear ones. Here's the receiver for my mouse, Bluetooth mouse. And here's my Sony iToy that's plugged into the Power Mac. And then if we quickly whiz around here, you can see there's my creative subwoofer for my speakers. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'm hopefully going to squeeze all this in. I'll see you next time on the next video. Thanks for watching.